All right, everybody, welcome. We're all live here tonight with PASKY's Low Budget TV Grand Nationals. We're at playoff race number 2 at ISM Raceway, also formerly known as Phoenix. A lot of people don't make the connection, but that's what it was. These guys are now finishing up qualify. Take a quick look at the qualify order. I am joined tonight by a wingnut who was able to pull himself out of the grave for a little bit to come here tonight, dude.
Brains.
I know it sucks being sick, bro. I trust me, I know, man. But
Yeah, it ain't pleasant.
glad to have you here, man. And you know, if you need to take it easy, just take it easy, brother.
Oh yeah, you guys got croaky velvet wingnut today, because we'll see how much enthusiasm I can pull out.
But we got right now so far in the qualifying order. Looks like the last driver, James McDavid, is just finished his lap. You got Rob Jenkins. He's going to be starting on the pole the way it looks. Michael Atkins Jr., Ryan Hollyfield, Jeff Hollingsworth, Mark Jenkins, Kevin Paskowitz, Joe Morganti, Robert Dudley, David Bigger, Willie Glenn. You see the CC next to the names. Those are drivers that are in the playoffs.
If you look at the cars, you actually see that on the back part of their window.
Yeah, I saw something, right? Yeah.
Yeah, instead of their name, it will say CC there, so it shows that it's a chase car.
Yeah. And sorry about the confusion. I don't know what happened with YouTube. I had the race set up for tonight. I don't know why it says tomorrow 6:15. I mean, that's not even in the ballpark, but it still was telling me tonight 9:15, and I double checked it after I got a couple of messages. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on, man. YouTube has its own thing. But we should have a good race here,
it's
man.
YouTube, man. It's a hot dumpster fire right now.
I know. It's definitely crazy, bro. So we should have a pretty decent run here. Looks like we got, what, 19 guys out? 2, 4, yeah, 19 guys out. I don't know how many. We had 14 take a time. So 5 guys didn't take a time, and I'm not sure if the guys are still in the server or not. I guess we'll find out in a little bit.
Yeah, one guy who might do a lap might be Tyler Lugo Vickery. He's sitting in the pit lane at the moment. He's not. I think he's the only guy sitting there. Oh, here you go. Johnny Antonucci going for a lap. You only need about a minute and a half to be able to pull off your 2 laps safely.
Yeah. All right, while he does his lap, we are going to go to our national anthem, and then we'll come right back live with the grid and the start of the race. So sit tight. We'll be right back.
We are in the land of the free because of the brave. And so we ask by your grace that you would bring them home soon and safe. In the name of Jesus, I pray. Amen.
All right, we are back. We have about, 5 seconds left before qualify is over. Let's take a quick look at the qualify grid one more time. So far, Rob Jenkins, Michael Atkins Jr. is up there in the top 2.
Yep, and that's the end there, so they will hold his positions.
All right. So let's wait for these guys to grid up. Oh, wait, let me see. Yeah, Rob Jenkins. All right, good for Rob, man.
His brother might be a little bit peeved, 'cause I'm pretty sure his brother is actually in the chase.
A little bit of rivalry would be pretty good for these guys.
Yeah.
They
But
do.
hey, we'll
They do good together.
Go through the grid for you guys then, eh? I'll get them started for you.
Alrighty.
We got Rob Jenkins coming home with the pole today. Michael Atkins Jr. will be starting in second. Ron Hollifield, the first of the chase cars, will be in third. Jeff Hollingsworth will be starting on fourth. Mark Jenkins will be starting in fifth. Kevin Paskwich in sixth. I should mention as well, all those drivers chase cars. Joe Morganti in seventh. Eighth is Robert Dudley, who was a chase car. David Bigger, also a chase car. And then finally, 10th place is Willie Glenn, as also a chase car.
And then you have 11, James McDavid. 12th is Byron Rodney. He's going to be another one of your playoff drivers. 13th is going to be Charlie Woods. He's in the playoffs. Bob Lacavara, 14th in the playoffs. Johnny Antonucci takes 15th on that run that he did while we were going to the anthem. Mike Whitaker, he's 16th. He is another playoff driver. Chad Witt, another playoff driver, 17th. Tyler Lugo Vickery, 18th. And 19th, rounding out the field, Hoot Baker. And hopefully he can keep a solid connection here tonight.
I believe he's fixed it, but we're not quite sure.
Yeah, he was doing good, I believe. What was it? Monday night. So it looks like right now we got a track temperature of 66 degrees and an air temperature of 66 degrees. So it should be pretty cool out there.
Oh yeah, it's currently 8 p.m., so it's not going to get hot anytime soon. So the only heat on the track is going to be the warmth from the tires going past for sure.
And I believe, if I'm right, there you go, Judy. I believe, if I'm right, there is the no open dog leg. So you'll see the...
Yeah, there are the cones there, so you cannot go below the cones. As the pace car's already in. And there's the green.
There it goes.
I don't know what's going on with my iRacing. It's saying white flag, and I'm amused by that.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, there's a lot of strange things going on. But look at the 48.
Look at Atkins, yeah. He went really high there, though. He's going to lose some pace on the exit because he went a little bit too high. And that inside line, you can't use the whole dog leg, but you can use a bit of the track there. As you now see Rob Jenkins defending on the inside.
And there's some guys that will go down as close to those cones as they can get. Oh, a little bit of contact already. 48 into the wall.
Yep.
Yeah, some guys will go all the way down to them cones to see how far they can go before it penalizes them.
Yeah, you can pretty much almost hit the cones and get away with it. Interesting, look at Jeff Hollingsworth. He wasn't going down to that line at all. He actually sat on the yellow line and didn't give Atkins the ability to come down the track either.
Wow, Hollingsworth's got some damage on the front of that car already too, man.
I think he rammed the rear of Holyfield.
Yeah.
Well,
Hollingsworth.
No, Holyfield with the rear damage, Hollingsworth with the front damage.
Because if you look at, who is that? Oh yeah, that is Ron Holyfield, never mind.
Yeah, I know. His paint job confused me too.
Yeah, and the number. The number I didn't get.
Ah, the number doesn't affect me. I never see that anyway. I'm used to the bright orange Kodak paint job. I'm kind of surprised.
But Rob Jenkins is still out front.
And also, he's probably going to be happy right now because the two cars right behind him. Unless, obviously, if we get a caution, it's going to stop this. But Holyfield behind him, rear end damage. Holyfield after him. Wrong way around. Hollingsworth behind him.
Wow, almost three wide further back here with Dudley, Byron Rodney, and McDavid. They quickly went back too wide. Sorry, bro. That was quick. Oh, a little bit of contact.
Rodney had a bit of a scare. Didn't look like contact on my end, but it might have happened.
Yeah, it looked like they had a little bit of a door slam there. I think they cut the dog leg out because it produces less cautions. You don't have to worry about somebody jumping down because a lot of times when the guys would run down to that way inside by the wall, when they come back up, they come right back up into traffic and it causes a mess.
Like, it's entertaining to watch for sure, but it ends up with just the most giant clusterfucks.
Yeah, it's really bad.
Yeah, it gets really messy. So it's still, you can still get down to those cones. You still got a lot of room. You can really take the run out of it, but it's not the same as everyone going down to that white wall because you're not really meant to be down there.
And you can do it, but you really have to pay attention when you're coming back up into the track. Because when you come back up into the track, dude, I mean, it's just, you know, there's somebody there. And then, you know, if you're a guy that's not running down there and if somebody's trying to pass you on the outside, they're assuming you're going to go down there. And next thing you know, boom, contact, caution.
Looks like Robert Dudley just passing James McDavid on the inside there, going into 10th position. And looks like we got a little bit of a fight between Atkins Jr. and Paskovich. Looks like Paskovich is holding ahead of him at the moment. Atkins started second, currently in 5th due to that incident in the first few laps.
Yeah, they had a little contact. He had a little meeting with the wall.
I gotta say, I'm actually rather impressed by Holyfield at the moment. I mean, I say that and he always goes into the wall, but he's been managing to hold on to Rob Jenkins with that rear damage, and he's really fast at the moment too.
Yeah, but look at, here comes Hollingsworth.
Yep, I know.
Right
I'm
behind him.
surprised by both these cars. He's got some front end damage and there's rear end on Holyfield, but apparently those cars are still fine.
Let's go back a little bit. Somebody dropped. Oh, that's Sam. And look at all the way back here. Mark Jenkins way back off the pace.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what's going on there.
He's kind of a ways back. So is Hoot Baker. And then you go up here to Chad Witt. He's got Lack of Arrow right in front of him. That's 17th and 16th. Got some single file going on a little bit further up. 57, David Bigger is sitting in 6th. 5th, you got Atkins Jr. And it looks like about the top 5. Paskowicz and Atkins Jr. going to be getting together real soon. And Holyfield, Hollingsworth, and Jenkins still right there with each other.
Yeah, and further back, it looks like Vickery just got past James McDavid for 11th position. I'm noticing some difference in lines on this track too, which is really interesting to watch. But Joe Morganti trying to run the higher lines in lap on turn 1. Then you saw Byron Rodney going below the yellow line on turn 3. Or I guess 4. This is 3 corners, right? This counts as 3?
3 corners.
I don't understand your American corners. Like, they're 1 corner to me.
We don't understand them, bro. Charlie Woods to the inside of Morganti, see if he can complete the pass. If he does, that's for 7th and 8th. Doing pretty good.
Hollingsworth has been hanging on to the rear of Holyfield for quite some time now. Now, what we see Holyfield go way out there.
Oh, it's going to open the door.
Almost did, yeah. It looks like he's going to be able to close it pretty cleanly. And side by side, Charlie Woods and 53 of Joe Morganti. Joe's been running that high line so far. Looks like Charlie Woods is happy on the lower line for sure.
He's doing pretty good. Usually the outside line gets a little bit better run out. Wow, Morganti has.
What happened there?
Yeah, he had a little incident with himself.
I think he just kind of like forgot which pedal was the accelerator pedal because he just didn't move.
Look at Holly. Oh, Paskowicz. What happened with Paskowicz?
I will go have a look for you.
I don't know if he made contact with the 48 or Paskowicz just almost lost it on his own, but man, that was a great save.
Self-inflicted.
Wow, that was a good save.
Yeah, he touched the outside wall and it started wiggling everywhere.
And look at Rob Jenkins is pulling away from these guys right now because Holyfield and Hollingsworth are fighting each other really hard for that 2nd place spot. Here goes Hollingsworth inside Holyfield.
You have to go run it, Jeff, because honestly, it's not going to make any other sense otherwise.
Yeah,
but yeah, Jeff getting past Ron there for sure. And the funny thing is, like, they had like the damaged parts connected together there. Like Holyfield with the damaged rear, Hollingsworth with the damaged front. Now it's the other way around.
And it fit like a puzzle, man.
Exactly, it's like a puzzle piece. Like these two parts came together once upon a time.
Paskowicz having some trouble with his car right now.
He did tap the wall on the right-hand side, which will probably make it more tight and then make it a little more uncomfortable to drive. Or just, you know, whenever you make a mistake, it shakes you a little bit. You got to get back in the rhythm.
It takes a little bit to get your groove back here, man. But look, let me see. Do I have a 3-car? Yeah, let's pull up the 3-car real quick. This way y'all can see what we're talking about. You got the 42 Jeff Hollingsworth, the number 1 Ron Holyfield, and then the 48 Michael Atkins Jr. Battling out right now, 3-car battle. That's for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th.
And Atkins is caught right up to this 2nd and 3rd place cars after getting rid of Paskowicz. Or rather, watching Paskowicz have fun with an outside wall.
I think Paskowitz is just trying to widen the track maybe a little bit earlier.
Yeah, I did say earlier on that exit on the final corner is scary. It just comes up so quick. And there's just so little banking on this track as well that you're used to pushing it harder and harder, and it's all of a sudden it doesn't work. You just start sliding. Seeing Atkins still closing in on Holyfield here.
Yeah, I was going to say
Hollingsworth break away.
Yeah, he's starting to break away now that he got past the one. The one,
Rodney and Charlie Wood side by side.
The one was doing really good. He's got a great short run car. See if that changes as the track temperature changes and the rubber goes down.
Yep, just saw Byron Rodney pass by Charlie Woods for 7th position. Yeah,
paints are working tonight, Tyler, finally. I don't know what happened the other night, but it's good to see them back on, especially this one, 707. This has got to be one of my favorite paints, man. I say it every race, but I just love that paint, man. He's got some great paints.
For some reason, that paint there reminds me, like, I don't know if you guys did it when you were kids. You had to put like the marble dipped in paint and roll it around a tub.
No.
Okay, well, you get like a little tray. You put like a marble, you just dip it in paint and start rolling it around the tray. Then you get a couple more marbles, different colors, and do the same thing.
Really?
Kind of looks like what Mike Whitaker's paint job looks like.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool.
My kids will hear that on the broadcast later. They'll be like, "Dad, can we try it?"
Yeah, it's not even messy if you get the right tray either. It doesn't go anywhere. Just remember to bin the marbles.
So meanwhile, look at Rob Jenkins, man. He's been out here leading all the laps here so far tonight. He's got 21 now as he crossed the line.
Yeah. He got really lucky at the start when Hollingsworth and Holyfield must have come together and either lost some pace because of it, or just got straight damage from that. That being said, Atkins should just get past Holyfield, and Hollingsworth has broken away from both of them. We'll have to see if Atkins can catch back up. But it looks like Hollingsworth, even with that front end damage, is slowly reeling back in Rob Jenkins.
I'm watching right now the 49 and the 53. You got Robert Dudley and Joe Morganti. It looks like Morganti does get by, but now you have Tyler Lugo Vickery trying to get into this fight.
I think Joe was actually already in that position. It's Dudley trying to take the position from him. So
well, he just passed him. We caught the pass. He did get by him, and it looks like Dudley's trying to catch back up to him now.
I have to double check, but I'm pretty sure Morganti was already ahead of him, and Dudley might have made a failed pass. Doesn't really matter either way. They're still going at it. And look at Dudley's run.
Yeah, here he goes. He's going to take a look on the inside.
Behind them, Tyler Lugo Vickery. He started in 18th. He's now in 11th. He's right behind these guys. I think he tried to get a qualifying lap. I was kind of watching him. And he did not do it fast enough. He waited a little bit too late to get his qualifying lap done.
Time ran out before he could get across the line. Oh, look at that was close.
It's like Dudley almost lost the rear end there, and Joe came in a little bit too tight. That almost made a bit of a moment between these two guys.
Jump on board with Joe Morganti here.
And Dudley going really hard this lap.
Yeah. They're going to ride on the roof.
One thing I will definitely say about this track is the difference in the lines you can take is just massive compared to other tracks. Like you can see people going below the yellow line, above the yellow line, going wide on one, going tight on one. Like it's so many different lines, and then there's that final corner right at the exit where there's no line. There's just the one line of don't hit the outside wall.
Yeah, you have to kind of try to arc it really good out of 3 or whatever that is, and try to be as straight as you can coming off. It's really hard because when you're racing, you forget, man.
And we see a few guys like Byron Rodney. I think I saw Charlie Woods, and we used to see when we watched DRL here. We saw I think it was Nevin Iwasuru doing that as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's not about being. It's not really. I don't think it's actually faster to do it. It's just whether you're comfortable doing it. Whatever line works for you is really what this track is like.
Hoop Baker just got put a lap down. You see Atkins Jr. going by. Hollingsworth is closing in on Rob Jenkins.
Yep. He's been drawing him in slowly. Actually, not so slowly that last lap. A whole 10th and a half faster.
Yeah. 27-2, 27-1.
Fiddles gets past Hoop Baker. No incidents whatsoever.
Keep an eye on these guys up front for a little bit.
Difference in line they're running is just absolutely massive. It's glorious to watch.
This used to be a fun track for me, man, but I struggled here the last few times. I can't wait until they scan in the new configuration because this track in real life has changed.
No.
Yeah, they changed it from Phoenix to ISM, but they changed where the start-finish line is. I think it's on the backstretch. Like, there's a whole configuration change on here. I haven't watched any races here yet in NASCAR to actually see it, and I haven't really looked online. But you know, they have pictures and they show you the old track and the new track, and it's night and day difference, man.
Interesting to see for sure. Well, we got a little bit of a fight between Jay McDavid and Chad Witt, 15th and 16th position. You may be fighting for near last, but you're still going to fight it out because it's just good fun.
Yeah.
And for Chad Witt, he is actually in the chase here, so he is trying to fight for points.
We have a whole bunch together from 4th all the way down to 9th are all bunched together, and they are all playoff drivers. You got Holyfield, Paskowitz, Bigger, Rodney, Dudley, and Woods, 4th through 9th. And you got Atkins Jr. in 3rd, but then you got Hollingsworth, another driver, playoff driver, in 2nd. So they have one car in between them that's not really, you know, in it.
Interesting, I was watching Jenkins and Hollingsworth. It looks like Jenkins actually managed to pull back away from Hollingsworth again.
Yeah, it makes you wonder if he was messing with him or not, you know? Because didn't we interview him one time and he said something about he'll let him get a little bit closer to them and then he'll start picking it back up and then kind of slow down and pick it up. I could swear it was him that we were talking to.
Yeah, I think Hollingsworth has always subscribed to slow and steady's win in the race, and he always does it well. Keeps the car alive till the end, doesn't bend it, doesn't make mistakes.
Ooh, Mark Jenkins, we just went back to go look at in 13th, just got a little tap on the wall.
There'll be a few guys that click the stripe here for sure. I wonder if that's why they paint these walls in a nice blue coat of paint.
So you can't see it, right?
Nah, man, because it's nice and pretty on the car.
All right, look at Byron Rodney sitting here in 7th. It looks like the 49 Robert Dudley is closing in on him. They ran almost identical laps the last time. Who is it? Dudley was just a little bit faster. And look, he's trying to look on the inside, man. I think he's got a car to do it.
Well, almost did, but didn't get the run there. But Rodney definitely held his line, which made it really, really awkward for Dudley. Interesting. It looks like Hollingsworth is still running a bit faster than Rob Jenkins, but hasn't caught him by any stretch. In fact, he's lost him by quite a bit.
And
Must be the shuffle through traffic there.
jump on with Robert Dudley here for a lap. Him going past Hoot Baker. And he closes in on Rodney really quick.
A difference in line again. People make their time at the entry, or some make it on exit. Some go higher or low. It's just really interesting to watch here for sure.
We've already had
We've
had Mark Jenkins come into the pits already.
Really?
Yeah.
He's still in the lead lap. At least apparently he's still in the lead lap. See how this next version of the line goes. Oh, he's still in the lead lap. That's interesting. Pick a pit stop then.
Unless that's from earlier when he was all the way back alone. But I just noticed it right now on the scoreboard. A lot of things going on tonight, man.
A little fight starting to develop between Charlie Woods and Joe Morganti, I think. Wait, do we have a caution?
Yep, caution is out. Looks like Tyler Lugo Vickery.
Yep.
Might have been a self-spin. Let's go back and take a look.
Is indeed, and there's that outside wall in the exit of 3 or 4 or 10, whatever it is.
To the outside. All right,
Yep.
We're watching the 24 Tyler Lugo Vickery right there in that blue and white car. Let's see what he does. He grabs the yellow line.
Gets on the power too early.
Yeah, just, yep. Wow, hard hit to the inside wall, too. Let me go back so we get this camera angle's better.
That hit just absolutely just shunted into the inside. Just nothing he could do at that point.
Yeah, wow, that's like a neck snap right there.
Yeah.
All right, pit stop should go underway right about now.
Now, I think rights could be a possibility, but not after that run. What's the 39 lap run there? No cautions till that point.
Yeah, it was a really good run too, man. We've only got Hoot Baker. That camera sucks. Hoot Baker is lap down. Johnny Antonucci's 27 laps down. Let's see, Rob Jenkins, the 48, the 42. Oh, the 42 backs up. 53 backing up.
Might be a threat or a good thing for Rob Jenkins. Let's see how it goes for him.
Here goes
No one's done rights.
Byron Rodney.
Atkins actually almost got past Rob Jenkins on the exit there.
And it's showing Charlie Woods out here up in the front. I believe he is going to try to lead a lap.
Yep, we might just make it, but it looks like everyone else is already catching up. Actually, no, Rob Jenkins is not booking it, so it looks like he will actually get the lap led.
Yeah, he should be able to get it.
Right now.
Yep, should be able to get across the line first. There goes the line, and boom, it should throw him up as the leader. Yep, Charlie Woods going to get scored for leading the lap. Next lap by Rob Jenkins will take back over the controls.
Yeah, I wonder why Jenkins didn't just book it. Because if he made it to the pace car at full speed, he would have gotten this lap still, and there would have been a single lead change yet.
We've gone up 2 degrees. We went from 66 to 68 on the track. Not a whole lot. We've had 40 laps run. We're to caution number 1. It still says Phoenix, but it's ISM. But I believe, if I remember correctly, they're going to rescan this soon if they haven't rescanned it already. I can't wait to see the new configuration. I remember watching on NASCAR when the drivers hit the track for the first time. A lot of guys were talking about it.
Yeah, I don't really know many of these tracks, so for me, like if you scan it, like, okay, is this a new or the old one? I'm not sure.
Well, at least you do good on it.
Old Talladega is all the bumps. I'll say we're gonna ask for new tracks. I want the track, my local track on the series. There's like brand new local racetrack around here. I want that in iRacing.
Yeah, it sounds like a really good track. I think you sent me pictures of it.
Yeah. I want that in iRacing, man. I want to take V8s over there.
One of the best tracks to run, like for me, is Rockingham, man. I love Rockingham. It's such a bumpy, beat up track, man, that you bounce, so you got to drive.
Yeah, I'm not really much of an oval boy, but when it comes to like favorite tracks, it's got to be the Roval, man. I love the Roval too much.
Yeah, I saw that.
I mean, I got a hard on for that place. It's great. I love it.
There goes Rob Jenkins on the inside with Michael Atkins Jr. on the outside. See if they make contact again this time on this start.
Yeah, Atkins does have pace, and he can be aggressive with it. And it looks like Rob's already gone.
Yeah, he's not waiting.
Well, Atkins will try and hold in second place, but looks like Pasquich is on his inside.
3 wide further back. Hold on, where'd it go? All right.
Mark Jenkins, yeah, 3 wide.
53 is going around. Jenkins makes contact with the 42. Where are they?
53 was out of the way. No caution goes out.
Wow.
Everyone manages to save it. Everyone straightens up. That was messy. Jeff Hollingsworth was actually involved in that too. He got a hit from, I think it was Mark Jenkins there, but manages to hold on. They will regain 7th and 8th position respectively. And while further up ahead, Pasquich, I don't know if he got pushed wide or if he just went real wide, because David Bigger is now going to move into 3rd place and Pasquich goes into 4th. Behind them, Byron Rodney's watching this.
Yeah, it looked like Byron Rodney was going to shoot it down low, and he lost a lot of pace on that turn.
Oh, it looks like what happened there was David Bigger went on the inside of turn 1, went a little bit too deep and kind of shunted Pasquich wide. I mean, it happens, unfortunately. It looks like he got a little loose on the entry there, but that's racing. Pasquich is still there. He's got a chance to make a position back. And Byron Rodney fell off these two guys really quick.
Yeah, he went into that turn and lost a ton of speed, man.
And watch these guys. You see both those guys, Pasquich and David Bigger, both went well over the yellow line on the exit.
Here comes Dudley.
Yep, Dudley just wants to go straight past. Look at that. Like Byron wasn't even moving.
Did Byron take 2? No, it looks like he took 4.
If he took 2, he'd be up in the top 3 right now. And look at Michael Atkins Jr. right now. He's right on the rear of Rob Jenkins.
We just went back to them, man. I said, look at these guys. He's really right there now.
Atkins is known for having aggression. Not in a bad way, but he can make moves, and occasionally...
Oh, there he goes.
There he goes on the inside already. Takes the apron, gets a good run on the inside. At the preferred line for turn 3. And exit 3, I wouldn't really call a crossover zone, but someone might give it a try.
And he's going to get scored for that lap. He's going to take it away from Rob Jenkins at the moment.
I think he's going to be clean and clear at the moment. He's already pulling away. Look at him on the exit of 1 there, just flies off like a rocket ship. Meanwhile, further back, you got a 3-way fight. Byron Rodney, Mark Jenkins, Jeff Hollingsworth. 2 bent cars and 1 straight one.
Yeah.
Oh no, they make contact.
Oh.
Marcus turned by Hollingsworth. No, he manages to hold it. Byron Rodney just like stopped in the corner there.
Wow, Mark Jenkins falling back quick after that.
The slam on the brakes.
Oh, and who's that? 12 Willie Glenn and 33 make contact. Here comes the 1 now of Ron Holyfield. Chad Witt coming into this picture also.
Big note as well as the leader of Michael Atkins is currently breaking away from Rob Jenkins rather quickly. He's got this place dialed in right now.
This might be the time of the race where he's starting to feel really good. A lot of rubber's going to go back down on the track too, so it is definitely going to change.
Absolutely, yeah. And the way everyone's driving over the track, there's going to be some very interesting lines that poke up. Look how far down Byron Rodney was below the line. Did you see that?
No.
He was like his entire the car width and a half over the yellow line. Like it was waiting to pit entry.
I was watching Charlie Woods make a pass there, and he's starting to break away now. Go back up to Rodney. Yeah, he's all the way down underneath. Yeah.
That was shallower than he was last time. Last time you went way in there.
Sometimes your car turns really good there.
Yeah, difference in lines is great to watch on this track.
And sometimes your car will run good there a couple laps. So you go back another lap to go run it down there, and all of a sudden out of nowhere your car says, nope, not this time.
You know, further back, you've got Mark Jenkins getting up close to the rear of Byron Rodney. And Ron Holyfield actually is catching up really quick.
And side by side is Willie Glenn and Charlie Woods.
Both chase cars fighting it out. These points will all count. As many as you can. You got to remember, it's a long race. We're 50 laps into a 200 lap race.
And like a Barrett just got by, who is that? Chad Witt.
It's like Charlie Woods will clear Willie Glenn going into the front stretch, so that moves him up to 10th position.
But look at Glenn though, trying really hard to catch him.
Well, Mark Jenkins just got shunted out the way, I think. Hold on. He did indeed. Ron Holyfield just came in his inside at the last moment and just pushed Mark Jenkins way out.
Really?
Yeah, Jenkins going to lose another position there, go up to 9th position.
He's not having a good night tonight.
Yeah, it's like everyone's running him over. Like roadkill right now. Holyfield might start catching Byron Rodney. You have to watch the next lap, see if they're any faster.
There's Morganti and McDavid for 15. Morganti trying that inside line. Look at him grabbing the yellow line, trying to get that car to turn a little bit better. McDavid with a better run on the outside. Oh, he's going to shoot it way up high. Morganti's going to get by.
Meanwhile, our leader, Michael Atkins Jr., has gone a full second ahead of Rob Jenkins.
Wow.
Yeah, and on a small track like this, that is worlds apart.
Just watching
It looks
that.
like Ron Holyfield is catching Byron Rodney rather quickly.
Yeah, we're just watching it to see what's happening here.
Well, there's again, you see that difference in line there? Rodney just goes really slow in that corner. Everyone has a heart attack when they get close to him during that. Kind of curious on the laps to see how Hollingsworth and Dudley are doing. Hollingsworth is indeed catching Robert Dudley, as in fact he actually gets real close on this corner. Difference in line there really just accentuate that. Makes it look a little closer than it was.
Yeah, it seems like when you go in a little bit higher, you're not making up as much ground as you think you should. Take a quick look, drop down the top 10 here.
A little fight developed between Mike Whitaker and Willie Glenn for 11th and 12th, both chase cars. Whitaker has been catching Glenn at a rather remarkable pace. Let's see if he's got anything for him. And speaking of, Jeff Hollingsworth now on the inside of Robert Dudley for fifth position. Sorry, now he'll get past him cleanly.
See if Dudley can cool those tires out and come back again.
Yeah, to see, but I think if I know Hollingsworth, he's already got his eyes set on the next card of Kevin Paskowicz.
Kevin Paskowicz, yeah. And if I just saw right, Paskowicz just hit the wall again.
I'll have a look.
Looked like he had a quick little scrape. We jumped him. I seen a bunch of sparks.
I don't see anything. Might just be netcode troll. Atkins is just building a gap, so he's now almost 1.3 seconds ahead of Rob Jenkins.
Yeah, we just got inside of Rob Jenkins' car because I wanted to see from his window how far the leader was ahead.
Here's the interesting part though, right? From what I can see, different lap times, I think the fastest at the moment would be Jeff Hollingsworth with a 26.7. Atkins is a 26.8. He's a tenth slower than Hollingsworth with a damaged car.
Wow.
What in the world? What has he got into that hood? Like, seriously? Actually, I can tell you whether it is just consistency. Please give me.
Now, Hollingsworth looks like he had a little bit of the damage fixed on that hood, because it's not as high up as it was from the inside.
And you see Holyfield right on the rear, essentially, of Byron Rodney here. He doesn't want to get any closer because Rodney's different line on 3 is definitely a scary moment.
Let's see, Byron Rodney's up high, trying to arc it down. Holyfield goes up high though with him.
I think he's seen it enough times to not have to worry about it, and he's going to brake as hard as Byron there. Behind him, Mark Jenkins is caught back up to Ron Holyfield, so he's going to have to try and get past Rodney rather soon, or he's going to have to be under attack by Mark Jenkins.
And Jenkins with a little scrape on the wall.
Michael Atkins, our leader, is getting past Hoot Baker, putting him 2 laps down. Rob Jenkins will be doing the same soon.
Yeah, we'll see if Rob Jenkins can get by him without losing too much time. He's going to go to the inside.
He should get it pretty easily here. Here goes Ron Holyfield now to the inside of Byron Rodney. Don't know if he's going to quite work on turn 1, but he's going to give it a try.
He's been looking.
Inside, make use of that apron.
He's been looking for a few laps now.
The difference in line here between him and Rodney, this should be Holyfield's pass right now.
He's got it.
Yep.
And Jenkins now, is he gonna? No, I thought he was gonna look to the inside.
I was really patient from Holyfield there because he's watching Byron Rodney's line for the past few laps, and then he saw his moment and he just took it straight away and did it exactly right. Rodney's gonna try and fight back here, go to the inside himself, I think. Yeah, but not quite as confident as Holyfield, but he's gonna give it a try.
Yeah, he had to back off big time.
So that rear end stepping out quite a bit there. Mark Jenkins now still fighting it out with Byron Rodney. He might try and go for the pass soon himself. As it looks like Ron Holyfield will start breaking away from Rodney. Now last lap, Rob Jenkins was faster than Michael Atkins. But this lap he was slower. I want to see if he can make up for that, because he did cut in quite a bit to Atkins' lead.
Yeah, it was 27.19, and Atkins Jr. was 27.14. Atkins Jr. with a 27.0. Man, he's really putting it on.
Yeah, like everything Jenkins just made the last few laps, he lost immediately. The moment everyone's really single-filed out, so everyone's found their pace and their position. Unless a caution comes out, not going to be too much fighting for a while, I think. But some people are slowly coming together. It's like Willie Glenn and Charlie Woods might start coming together again soon. And it looks like Byron Rodney has held on rather well to Ron Holyfield here, so Holyfield may not break away from Byron Rodney. As Mark Jenkins is behind him, and he's just hit the wall
hard hit.
Looks like he's all good. He didn't careen off of it like Tyler Lugovic, so he looks like he's all good, but that damage is not going to make it better, because every right side hit you get makes the car tighter, and you start hitting that right side even more and more and more. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy after a while.
Yeah.
He did hit the left side then. He might be all right.
Byron Rodney closing in. Not able to do it that time, but he was down there.
Also got past him, but looks like he's going to have trouble having to defend against Byron Rodney behind him. Meanwhile, up ahead, Jeff Hollingsworth just cleanly got past Paskwich for 4th position. Nothing Paskwich can do. We move Jeff Hollingsworth up to 4th position. And he can see David Bigger just ahead of him. So you might get up to top 3 already. As Rodney and Holyfield are still fighting it out.
And I'm just looking, like you said, at Kevin Paskovich, man. He closed in pretty quick to Hollingsworth.
Hollingsworth just got past Paskwich, and now he's already got his eyes set on Bigger. He's right there. I think Paskwich might have been catching Bigger for the last few laps, and all of a sudden Jeff Hollingsworth shows up and just takes all the glory. Whoa, look at that, was real deep on Hollingsworth. He almost gets alongside Bigger from about 3 or 4 car lengths back.
Yeah, he almost got it.
I think we need to scratch the almost and say he pretty much got it right there.
So that's going to put Hollingsworth at 3rd. Bigger's fighting back, though.
Fight back.
He was trying on the outside, but that door got shut quick.
And hard, too. If he was there, that would have been him in the wall.
Rob Jenkins is caught in traffic.
Tyler Lugovic currently in front of him.
And then your leader's got Bob Lacavera and...
Whoa, no,
he's coming in.
Pitting. Interesting, the first of our leaders to pit deliberately. I'll give Rob Jenkins back his lead. I'll see if anyone else pits. Looks like Byron Rodney is going in. Keep an eye on Rob Jenkins this lap, see if he comes in. What was that?
My cat. Like, I didn't know what was going on.
Like a firecracker. Like, oh no, what?
Like, oh my goodness, man. I didn't even know she was in here. I guess it's bring your cat to work today.
Rob Jenkins still isn't pitted, he's staying out.
Hollingsworth is trying to get by the 92.
Yeah, it gets flies past him.
Yeah. And I think a lot of these guys still have their repair.
Yeah, a good chunk of them definitely will. Some, like Hollingsworth, looks like they've been saving them up. Might be able to use them later.
Yeah, that's a pretty, I got to do something with that number for Robert Dudley. That number doesn't look too hot. But Hollingsworth, if I'm right, is 3.9 seconds back. Maybe bigger right there in the 57, and then you got the number 7 of Pasquich right back there in 4th. And a couple of drivers pit: Michael Atkins Jr., Byron Rodney, Tyler Lugo Vickery, Mark Jenkins, Ron Hollyfield.
Really curious who's going to blink next and go for that pit. Honestly, I think it's a remarkably early pit for both Byron Rodney and Atkins Jr. there.
Yeah, they probably got a plan going on in their head if it doesn't go yellow, which doesn't look like it will be.
So everyone's got a good handle of their car, so I don't think yellow's going to pop up. But yeah, it still can. Things happen.
And look at Atkins Jr. in the 48 going past Pasquich. Is going to be going past Bigger. That just shows you the fresher tire difference on the car. So Pasquich closing in now on Bigger for 3rd. Oh, he had it and he slid up.
Yep. It was a really aggressive move there, but Bigger immediately counterattacked and got the position straight back.
Oh, I've seen a bunch of cones go flying.
And Bigger holding that inside line going around 3.
And Pasquich not giving up.
He's going to try it again, does he? Almost. Bigger doesn't quite close the door, but it closes enough to let Pasquich know.
Excuse me.
Bigger holds a position again. Pasquich is still trying to fight against him. It looks like Bigger's got a... Is he going in? Nope. He just goes below the line by quite a bit, trying to get as much run as he can. Pasquich now again to the inside. Definitely a better run this lap than he did last time, but we'll have to see if Bigger can fight back. Fight back really well on the outside line. That run on the exit should really giving him strength there. And now Pasquich will be alongside him on the inside going into 3.
If he can keep it down there.
Yeah. Biggest try, but the exit this corner is not pleasant for him, and he will let him pass, I think. Yep, Pasquich gets 3rd place from David Bigger.
And look at the 49 closing in now on Bigger with that move. Oh.
The Pasquich. A crossover for Pasquich. Bring Bigger back into third place.
Pasquich back to fourth. Robert Dudley right there in fifth. We are 50 laps into this run.
Yeah, we're 10 laps off halfway at the moment. Pasquich going to make the pass on the inside again, I think. Bigger's going to try and make the run here. And they get a great run on the inside of Pasquich now going into turn 1. Just give and take, back and forth, back and forth. Yeah, Pasquich did a really good run there, actually. Bigger had nothing for him. And now Bigger's going to be on attack by Robert Dudley soon.
Robert Dudley looking inside. It looks like, oh, that's so close.
Oh yeah, really close. Unfortunately, Pasquich is not going to break away from Bigger, which is going to make that Bigger under attack by Dudley and nothing else.
Rob Jenkins still out 52 laps. He's got 52 laps on those tires. He's got 59 laps led.
Oh no, as he let Atkins go past, he actually ground along the wall and lost, well, got some damage at least.
Atkins?
No, Rob Jenkins, when he let Atkins
did he?
pass. Yeah. Ground along the wall there. Probably won't be any major damage, but, you know, anything will be an annoyance.
Yeah, the car don't look too bad. See him about to put Willie Glenn a lap down. Willie Glenn's going to fight really hard too because they're both playoff drivers.
Actually, no, Rob Jenkins is not a playoff driver.
Oh, what am I saying? That's right. I'm thinking Jenkins. Never mind. Never mind. I lost my mind.
This is not the Jenkins you are looking for.
I got some strange things going on over here. Joe Morganti, Charlie Wood, and Michael Atkins Jr. keep losing their gap on my score.
They're magic, man.
It's got to be.
trying to cheat the system.
Keeping out Rob Jenkins to see when he plans on coming in.
Indeed, or anyone else really, to be honest. So far, it's only been Byron, Rodney, and Atkins Jr. so far.
Hollingsworth still holding on to second. And then let's go Kevin Pasquich now in third. What kind of speeds we're looking at? 153 kind of. $150. 157, I believe, Pasquich topped out at. And watch the change in speed going into one.
And this so far at the moment, Hollingsworth is 2/10 faster than Rob Jenkins. We'll gain them in about 13 laps at that rate.
Unless Jenkins is messing with him.
Yeah, possibly. He might be sandbagging a little bit. But the tyres this old, I think everyone's just using up as much as they've got.
Pasquich getting around the 5 of Lacavera, who is a lap down. And try to use the 5, obviously, to keep Dudley back there. Nope. Dudley gonna go to the inside. Whitaker, where's he at? Atkins Jr. and Whitaker just changed spots. So Atkins Jr. going to go to 8th, Whitaker back to 9th. Joe Morganti in the 53, back up to 10th. Ron Hollyfield in that 1, sitting up here in 6. You got David Bigger going by the 5 of Lacavera. Then you got Robert Dudley and Kevin Pasquich still fighting it out. PASKY's coming in.
Yes, indeed. See if anyone else blinks from that now. So far, no one. Was everyone else staying out so far?
A lot of guys opting to stay out and hope for the best, I think. It was at the 42 of Hollingsworth. Just gets by Hoot Baker. I'll tell you what, the sun beat me down today, man.
Yeah.
I need to get a drink.
Sounds good, man. I got mine next to me. We drank most of it.
I got to fix my setup here. I got no place to put my drink.
You got no cup holder?
No, not anymore.
Heresy.
I used to have one before I moved.
You can make something new one.
Dude, I haven't
Chris,
had.
how much longer they can go on fuel on these, to be honest? It's a long run.
I haven't had any time, man. See a lot of guys going a lap down. What did I just see? I thought I saw something going on. Somebody just coming out of the pits now, I believe, is at the 24 of Tyler Lugo Vickery. Oh, he's going back in.
Did he go out? No, he didn't go out. This is him going in. He hasn't gone in before. He hit the outside. Whoa, actually, he hit the outside wall real hard.
And I was wondering why he was slowed down there.
Well, at one point, he almost managed to mount it entirely.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a pretty solid hit.
You got Ron Holyfield, Michael Atkins Jr. I'm sorry, David Bigger, Ron Holyfield, Michael Atkins Jr.
At what point is Hollingsworth or Jenkins gonna blink? Or even Dudley or anyone else? Like, what's going on?
It doesn't look like anytime soon. If you look at their times, I mean, it's still running pretty decent times for the amount of laps on these tires.
I wonder if the question is, are they going to try and stretch it to make it one more stop to the end?
That's what I think the plan is here, especially seeing how few yellows there are.
Let's see, when was that last caution? 40. Was it 42? Doesn't matter. That is one long run, over 60 laps.
Yeah, we got 68 right now on Jenkins, 68 on Hollingsworth, 67 on Holyfield.
Rough guess, they need to make it about 80 laps to be able to get another one-stop run. They need to get 80 laps on one stint. Bob like a virus in the pits.
Yeah, watching between.
And, Jeff Hollingsworth in the pits.
Really?
Yeah.
I was watching Ron Holyfield at Bigger.
Jenkins is in too now. Leader is going into the pits.
That should give the lead up to Robert Dudley. And he's got quite a ways before Ryan Holyfield gets caught up to him. Wow, it still didn't score Dudley for your leader.
Jenkins going to his stall. Once he gets it cleanly, no incident.
Which Jenkins? Oh, Rob.
Damn it.
All right, Dudley should get scored that lap. Yeah, there he goes. He got scored for leading the lap. He is a playoff driver.
Oh, and Jeff Hollingsworth just got past Robert Dudley in the pits. Not Robert Dudley. Rob Jenkins. Oh man, you can tell I'm getting tired.
I know. And it's tough when the names are so close. Got so
Speaking
many.
of Dudley, he's going to the pits.
Oh, he got his lap led. That's what he needed. That's an extra point. I'll tell you, somebody's going to sleep good tonight. That's going to be me.
You and me both, man. You and me both. Whew, it's been a day.
We have really good weather here today, too, man. We started off, I think, in the 40s. We were up in the high 60s. Plenty sunshine.
We've had one of the first cold days this year.
Speaking of weather, got a track temp of 69. So we've only gone up 3 degrees. Excuse me. We've had 6 lead changes, 112 come to 113 laps run. And thankfully, we've only had one. Excuse me, I got the hiccups all of a sudden. Caution. So
Yep, it's been a really good run here. I will say, this track is really good for that for sure.
Ron Hollyfield in that number 1 gets himself some laps led here.
And he's done a really good race on his own to begin with.
Here he comes.
And here goes into pit stop.
Let's watch him go down the pits. Let's jump on the roof.
Let's
see, let's put the in car. We're driving along with Ron Hollyfield, one of the playoff drivers. He got up here, he got the lead a couple laps. Now goes back to Michael Atkins Jr. But let's watch Hollyfield take his pit stop here. Good stop by Hollyfield. Let's go up front. You got Michael Atkins Jr. right now up in the front. You have Mark Jenkins in second. He's about 9 seconds back, so Atkins Jr. really doesn't have any pressure. Oh. I think he just felt like he needed to touch that wall.
Ron Holfield almost going to the rear of Mike Whitaker there.
Oh, did he?
Difference in speed. They both guys managed to sort out, no incident, but you know, that moment where you have a minor heart attack.
I was just looking like Michael Atkins Jr. right now up in the lead, and look at Mark Jenkins, 9.9 seconds back.
Don't believe Jenkins is pit, has he?
According to this, he still has 77 laps on there, as well as Morganti and Whitaker. Those are your highest tire guys right now. Oh, and Chad Witt.
They're stretching out as far as they can. At this point, if they pit, they will be all right for till the end. But from this point onwards, they should be able to just run to the end. It's pretty close.
The way it looks too, man, it looks like it's going to be green all the way.
Yeah. Everyone's spread out, fighting it out the normal way.
That's Hoot Baker just coming out. Go back to Kevin PASKY sitting in 7th. And then the driver behind him is Byron Rodney, who's quite a ways back.
In fact, Byron Rodney's currently just ahead of the leader right now.
Yeah, I was just going to say, Byron Rodney's in danger right now. He's already a lap down.
Good Charlie Wood trying to unlap himself from Atkins Jr. He's only 1 lap down now.
Fresh tires, man. Look at Byron Rodney. I guess he needed a couple laps to get those tires heated up. He is starting to break away just a little bit. And we got another driver coming in. Looked like he was coming in hot. Looked like the 53.
53 still at the moment.
So who was that? It was a black car.
Was it perhaps the 77? He's just going into the pits now himself.
Somebody
go
up in
look.
front.
92, James McDavid.
There we go. I was gonna say. I know I saw it.
Atkins has been dominant in this race for sure. That being said, though, he did pit early that he might not make it to the end. He might need one more stop.
I think I see the 33 coming in now also.
Yep, Mark Jenkins is going in too. But at this point, he's fine to the end. He could probably take his fast repair too now. So there's a good chance of no other cautions. As we currently see Chad Witt, Mike Whitaker, and I believe that was someone else I can't find leaving the pits.
Yep. 33 did take his repair.
Yeah, it's a good time to take it for sure.
Atkins Jr. came down also now.
What?
Yep.
That's early. I don't know what he's doing. I'm not gonna lie, I've got no clue.
We got lap 125. So we'll have 75 laps. And you said you think probably about 80 laps or so.
Yeah, we just saw people go from lap 40 to lap 120. That's 80 laps, so they can make it to the end.
Just a matter of now of tires.
Oh yeah, tires and pace. You gotta maintain your pace, maintain your tires. Don't hit the outside wall.
Let's see, Atkins Jr. will come out. Looks like he's going to come out a lap down in ninth. Meanwhile, Hollingsworth out front here. This will be lap number 3 that he's got led. Rob Jenkins about 5.6 seconds back now.
And currently slower than Jeff Hollingsworth, unfortunately. You always see Hollingsworth get his way to the front. Once again, slow, steady, consistent. Always works. Not even slow, just steady, consistent.
PASKY's coming down pit road.
Yeah, I believe he did indeed pit. I'm pretty sure he pitted. No, wait, Byron Roddy pitted with Atkins. Interesting. Might need to get the damage repaired. He's got quite a bit of damage on that car at the moment. Front damage, rear damage, left damage, right damage, everything. It's all broken.
Got some. Yep, he pops it out. There we go. Now, next week is going to be playoff race number 3 at Kansas here Monday night. I mean, what am I saying Monday night? Friday night. Did it straight, dude. Did it straight.
I don't even remember what day it is.
And look at Byron Rodney up in 5th and at number 75. Then you got the 707 of Whitaker in 9th. Pressure tire is going to go by. Let's see. Byron Rodney's on 50 lap tires and Whitaker is on, where do you go? 3 lap tires. Oh no, I read the wrong one. 7 lap tires.
This is going to be amusing. Jeff Hollingsworth is currently catching Ron Holofield. They're going to be back where they were with each other at the start of the race. Also know as well, it looks like Jeff Hollingsworth took his fast repair as well. We didn't see that earlier.
Yeah, car's looking pretty clean. A lot of guys looking pretty clean out there. I guess they figured it was kind of safe to take the repair now. Trying to help him out for this final run.
Gonna go for it.
Willie Glenn back here in 16th.
Fortunately, these long green flag runs, some of these drivers cannot quite keep up with the leaders and they're falling off the lead lap.
Yeah.
We have 6 cars in the lap right now.
There's a bunch of them that are hoping for a caution to get this thing caught back up.
Yep.
Not bad though. Only one caution so far. 133, almost 134 laps run. Got some good temperatures on the track.
Final quarter of the race. Everything's for keeps now.
You look at Byron Rodney.
Atkins' plan is he's now 2 laps down.
Yeah.
Really curious.
I was going to say, if you look at Byron Rodney, he's got a lap down car of Chad Witt, who's actually 2 laps down, and then right behind him was Hoot Baker. They were getting a little bit close to each other a couple laps back. If you look again right now, Byron Rodney, I don't know. Chad Witt was right all up on top of him. I think I would just let him go, knowing he's 2 laps down. You know what I mean? Why take a chance? Rodney right now is sitting in 5th.
And some of us prefer to be the guy in front. It's like sometimes it's safer to be that guy in front or the guy behind. But it looks like Rodney has agreed with you and let Chad Witt go past.
Yeah, I mean, there's still plenty of time, and he's 2 laps down.
Never mind.
What it comes down to.
Well,
Oh,
caution.
53
wow.
is around. That was close.
Yeah, Rodney had a major heart attack there. Looks like the 43 got... oh, no. PASKY went straight into him. Just speared him, essentially.
Watch the 53 of Morganti. You see the 7 right behind him. Ooh, contact with the driver's door. Not too hard of a hit. A little bit of damages, but that could have been a lot worse. Let's go with Byron Rodney and check it out from inside.
Well done from Rodney to avoid both Morganti and the Chad Witt on his inside.
And I think he made a little bit of contact with, Chad Witt there.
I looked at it. I don't think he did, to be honest, but he definitely got close for sure. Maybe a bit of net curve might have touched there, but so far it looks pretty good.
Yeah. It looked like it did from the other view.
Well, all plans at the window now.
Yeah, now what?
Race to the finish. All the lead cars going in: Rob Jenkins, Jeff Hollingsworth, David Bigger, Robert Dudley, Byron Rodney, and Ron Holyfield. Ron Holyfield will take his fast repair now, I can near guarantee it.
Let's see, let me find it. Watch the number 1. We'll see everything pops out or not.
No.
Yeah, unless he used... No, he didn't use it already because he had that damage earlier.
On the very start of the race, yeah. Well, it's going to be a new fight between Hollingsworth and Rob Jenkins again, as Hollingsworth will now have the pole position here.
And Mark Jenkins in the 33, is he coming in? Yeah. I was going to say he's being scored right now 3rd with 15 laps on those tires, so I wasn't sure which way he was going to go with it, but he is going to come in and get fresh tires on that car. While they do that, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. All right, lights are out. We are back live. We've seen a couple of drivers taking the wave round, getting back on the lead lap. We'll see how that scores everybody once we go across the line. You got Jeff Hollingsworth now. I believe he's going to take the inside. Rob Jenkins on the outside, followed by Dudley and Rodney Jenkins, Mark Jenkins, and Hollyfield. We've got, it'll be 59 laps to go when they cross the line.
And there goes Hollingsworth.
Yeah, he's gone.
Rob was ready for that one. Did not get caught quite unaware. We'll catch Hollingsworth straight away, but he has not going to be under attack by Rodney nor by Dudley, who are currently still side by side. And look at the run that Jenkins has. What in the world? He closed that entire gap in one corner. He's right on the bumper of Hollingsworth.
Just can he do anything with it?
You know, behind him, Dudley's on the inside of Rodney, and they're getting all messed up. And here comes Mark Jenkins behind them too. Everything's for keeps now. Everyone's starting to fight. That was an amazing run Rob Jenkins had there. I wonder what happened there. I'm very confused.
.33 does get by the 49 of Robert Dudley, and now he's going to try and ooh, wow, 3 wide behind him.
PASKY was in the wall there, and everyone got confused. There was almost a repeat there too. PASKY almost went to the rear of Morganti again. That would have been a repeat of the last caution. And Mark Jenkins now right on the rear of Byron Rodney, going to the inside now on the final corner.
Oh, wait, where'd he go?
Super aggressive, goes below the yellow line through the entire corner. Rodney comes flying around.
Wow, look at that run Rodney guy.
Yeah, Jenkins tried to hug the apex there. There's nothing he can do. He's going to try again. Ooh, really close. Couldn't put a piece of paper between those two cars there.
They're really fighting it out. Rodney all the way up high.
Look at his run. He's going to go crazy on this. Goes real low. Puts his foot straight to the floor. Not quite as effective as last lap, but he will be on the inside going into turn 1. But we have to see if Mark Jenkins can defend against this. And he does. He gets a really good run on the exit there. Touches the wall a little bit, but no lost pace. It looks like Hollingsworth will start breaking away from Rob Jenkins again. And of course, now the Jenkinses are together again. Of course.
Yeah.
That's a requirement.
Let's run through our top 10 where they started. Hollingsworth started 4th. Rob Jenkins started 1st on the pole. Mark Jenkins started 5th. Byron Rodney started 12th. Robert Dudley started 8th. David Bigger started 9th. Ron Hollyfield started 3rd. Mike Whitaker started 16th. Charlie Woods started 13th. And your top 10, Kevin Paskowitz started 6th. Charlie Woods, who's he got behind him? Kevin Paskowitz. How is that even possible?
It's looking at restart. Charlie Woods managed to get past some cars, but at the moment he's the first of the lap down cars.
Yeah, he's in a lucky dog spot, and the only other driver that's going to be fighting with him is a couple cars back, that number 7.
That being said, Michael Atkins is now on the same lap as them, and he's going as hard as he can, obviously, trying to get back in that lead lap.
Just watching Paskowitz now getting ready to go underneath the 53 of Morganti. That'll bring him closer up to Charlie Woods. That'll be your battle for the lucky dog. I keep looking at Robert Dudley's car quickly, you know, in my corner of my eye, and I keep thinking it's the pace car out there.
You know what? I've actually thought that a few times earlier on. I didn't want to say anything. I didn't want anyone to think I was silly, but yeah.
Yeah.
I keep thinking it's the pace car.
Like, if you're not really looking at his car, but he's in the camera view with you, I was like, what's the pace car doing out there? A quick looking for a caution.
I think it was at the Rover when I saw that and I was racing. I saw the car, I'm like, are we in a caution? Did I miss something? I was like, oh wait, no, that pace car is a bit shaped like that.
Well, good to see Hoot Baker hasn't had any connection issues, just not enjoying the track tonight, but at least he's able to stay connected in the server.
And again, saw some points ways at it. Not that it really matters, he's not quite in the chase. And Dudley is catching Byron Rodney here. We may see another fight again.
And Holyfield is catching David Bigger.
Indeed he is.
And Atkins Jr., where's he at? He's still one lap down. And he'll go by Dudley.
He's trying to catch Paswich and Charlie Woods. Paswich now has the lucky dog position.
Did he make it past? Wow.
But here's the thing. Behind them, right behind Joe Morganti, is Michael Atkins, who's also on the same lap as them. So the race he has, he's probably wants to get to that lead.
And he's about what, 1.4? Yeah, about 1.4 back. And you know, if you're the 61, when you see the other guy that's fighting you for the lucky dog go by, dude, your heart sinks. You're like, oh man, because you're riding so hard trying to save it.
Exactly, like you're hoping for a miracle to have the caution happen, but also just like watching that hope just fade away. It's painful, man. Dudley's still behind Byron Rodney. That fight is still going.
Let's see, where's Byron Rodney? Byron Rodney's up here fourth. Let's take a look back from Rodney.
I was looking between two Jenkins' times to see what's going on. I thought maybe Mark might catch Rob, but at the moment, nope. Rob is breaking away from him, so we will not see a Jenkins on Jenkins fight near the end, at least not at the moment.
Well, just remember, it ain't over yet.
Oh yeah, not ain't over to the last 2 or 3 laps when the caution doesn't stop anything.
Watching Byron Rodney, Robert Dudley, and then you got Paskowicz in that mix also. Although Paskowicz is the first car lap down. Take a quick look at the temperature. I still got 69 degrees on the track. That's really not bad at all. Quick look at our summary. We've had 8 lead changes. We're coming to lap 158. We got 42 to go. We only had 2 cautions here tonight.
Oh yeah, it's been a really quiet night for these guys, which is really good. Again, I honestly think this track does really just breed good racing.
Yeah, with that closed dog leg really helps.
Yeah, a little less chaos on track.
Let's go up to Hollingsworth. He is 1.6 seconds in front of Rob Jenkins in that 89, who's running second. And then Mark Jenkins running third in that 33 Budweiser Mobile.
I don't know if this was just me, or maybe this was a random bug. I saw Hollingsworth's car just blink a bit. It hasn't happened again, but for a moment there, his car blinked away from me. I'm hoping that's just on my end, because I don't want to see him lose the race from his computer conking out.
Yeah, we seen, man, was it it might have been last week's race. We seen him blink out for about a half a track, I think. Get that periodic, what do they call it? The periodic gremlin on there.
Yeah.
There's Whitaker in that paint job, dude.
Definitely a lovely paint job for sure. Always puts a smile on your face.
And you said you saw a Cartoon Network out there, huh?
Yeah, James McDavid. Look at the bootlet on the back.
Let me take a look, because I'm not sure if I was seeing him or not. As soon as I can find him, here we go. Trap Fart
I saw
shirts.
that.
Oh
That
yeah,
Cartoon
I
Network
see,
on
yep.
the bootlet, man. That just like kicks me right in the childhood, man. Exactly as I remember it. Just got passed by the leader and Jeff Hollingsworth.
Hollingsworth now looking for the 77. He'll go around on the outside. Yeah, Hollingsworth about 1.8 seconds in front of Rob Jenkins.
Yeah, I don't think Rob's going to have anything for him, at least not yet. Oh, Rob almost gets taken out by James McDavid.
Oh,
Oof.
no.
Almost. McDavid sees it and doesn't get in front of him, but looks like McDavid's going to try and get out of the way and almost just went straight into Rob. We must have missed it at some point. Maybe we were getting too tired, but Robert Dudley just got past Byron Rodney on this lap. Rodney's going to try and counterattack going in through turn 1. Doesn't quite get the run he wants though, but he will take the apron, get alongside a little bit. No, whoa. It's a lot of pace there.
The car gets really upset through that transition, man.
That fight, they're still fighting it out, but I think Dudley might have the measure of him here. We all know Byron, he always fights to the last moment. He's everything he's got. Ooh, almost touches.
Yeah, he's trying to really get behind him. Wow, Byron swings it out. Now, if I was Byron, I would let the 7 by, because the 7 is the lucky dog. Let him get up there and fight with the 49 and slow him down for you.
I mean, well, it's true. Slow him down where? He's already right behind him.
Yeah, but enough to get by. Because it's, you know, they can catch these guys, but it's hard to pass.
He's going to try it again. Doesn't lose pace. Doesn't.
He's got to get.
Loose.
He's got to get Dudley to go up high.
No, Dudley's going to try the crossover here, I think. Look at the run.
Oh, here he goes. Is he going to do it? Yeah, he's got his nose down there. Wow, they're still side by side, man.
I know, just kind of sitting back and watching it. Like, what more to say? They're just driving really, really well. And the Barnes on the outside here. Looks like Dudley will clear him pretty easily. Paskwich might get in this and start to mess up the fun.
Yeah, Byron should hope that if Pasquitz gets by, he gets up there and starts fighting the 49 and really slows him down.
Well, they are teammates, Paskwich and Rundy.
Take a look at our top 5.
Yeah, out of the top 5, 4 of them are chasers. In fact, out of our top 7, no, top 8? Is that 9? Top 9, all but 1 are chasing our drivers.
Yeah, if you go to 10, you got 8 drivers up here in the top 10. All playoff drivers. And look, Byron Rodney again to the inside.
He wants every position he can get.
Oh, crossover. Oh, wow. Dudley.
That was ballsy and brave, but it was never gonna work.
No, they're gonna let Byron Rodney go by. Wow, Rodney in the 92 make a little bit of contact. It looks like.
Here comes Dudley again. He's gonna take the apron just like Byron did to him. Above the inside line. Dudley let off there, so he didn't squeeze Byron, but fortunately it's not going to get him the position.
Oh, almost 3 wide. And they bring it 2 wide with PASKY on the inside of Dudley. And look at Dudley trying to fight back. That's going to that should open the door for Byron Rodney to really get a little bit of a gap in between them, because these guys are going to be battling it out.
The problem is he can't quite trust that PASKY won't just play protection for Rodney now, because they are technically on a team together. PASKY isn't really fighting for any position here. He is a lap down. He's just sitting in the lucky dog now. So he might play protection for Byron Rodney against Dudley.
Yeah.
Looks like Dudley hasn't got the pace though, so it might not even matter.
Meanwhile, back up front, you got Hollingsworth leading the way right now with 52 laps led. That'll make that
PASKY's
53.
just kind of fighting it out a bit with Rodney there, but it looks like he's not really slowing him down. Ooh. And here comes Holyfield right behind Dudley now. He's on the same lap as them. See if he's got more pace. I saw him fly past someone just then. He might have the pace to catch up with them. 3/10 faster than Dudley.
Yeah, look at him.
He's got the pace. He might be able to get himself up to a 4th place position here, just outside the top 3.
These guys are doing a great job right here too. Look at number 1 of Holyfield, and then you see the 48 behind him, but he is a lap down. And they know time's running out because we're at 22 to go.
Mm-hmm.
Dudley again on the inside of PASKY.
PASKY's going to make it an absolute nightmare for him, so he can't get back up to Byron Rodney. Well, PASKY goes real deep there. Dudley might just get past him on this front stretch here if he can get a good run. He will be alongside going into turn 1.
Yeah, just got to see if he can keep that car down at the bottom.
Nah, doesn't quite get the run at all. In fact, PASKY just goes flying past him.
I got all kinds of noise going on over here, man. I got cats, fans, cups. Meanwhile, Hollingsworth, look at the lead he's got.
Well, speaking of the Hollies, Holyfield now is right behind Dudley again. Like, Dudley's been slowed down so much by PASKY that Holyfield keeps catching up. I think the last lap he was 2/10 faster. Might get another one too.
Yeah, you're right. Holyfield's car's coming to life at the right time now.
Mm-hmm. That lap about 8/100ths faster, almost a 10th faster. May see another nice little fight for 4th place near the end.
And then you got the 48. Even though he's a lap down, he's kind of in that mix almost. Same thing with PASKY.
Yeah, he's got 2 cars between him and the lucky dog position, so he's gonna be fighting for it too.
Well, look at this. Whitaker just went a lap down, so now Whitaker's a lucky dog.
Ooh.
All right, let's see what's going on here. Let's go up to Rob Jenkins up in second. Not too far behind him, you got Mark Jenkins. A little bit further back, you got Byron Rodney in fourth. There's a little bit of a difference between them right there.
Meanwhile, in the lead, Hollingsworth's just doing what he does best. Once he got to the lead, he's just taking control of the race and he's done. 3.7 seconds ahead. There's nothing. I don't think anything Rob Jenkins can do at the moment. He just keeps losing pace. Like we said, that last lap he was faster by a tenth, but I don't think so. I think it's because of this car ahead of Hollingsworth is giving him a bit of a scare. Meanwhile, Mark Jenkins I don't think can catch Rob Jenkins either. So this front three seems pretty solidified, short of a major disaster. Or a safety car. Which I guess might be a major disaster anyway.
Wait till we get 10 to go. So Byron Rodney gets in front of 7 of Kevin Pasquez. That isn't for position. Oh, Pasquez hits him.
Can he save it? Oh! No, he has to lock it. And there's the caution.
Wow.
I say. A major disaster of caution, and there it hits.
That was a lucky one for Rodney. Nobody T-boned him on that one.
Yeah, and amusingly, he was bumped by a teammate who was a lap down.
Keep an eye on the
save it
75.
Times, but unfortunately, just he had to let go. Just hold the brakes. Oh wow! Who was that? Hold on. Who was that? Watch Joe Morganti. That's balls to go try and go there.
Oh, all the way up at the top.
Yeah, just a car width of room up there. Damn.
Yeah, that was close, man. All right, Hollingsworth making his way down. Got a bunch following him down pit road. So these guys are going to make their pit stops. While they do that, we're going to take a quick break, grab myself a drink, and try and get myself together here. We'll be right back.
Truex in the outside contact made. 56 slides in at a 4. Who's going to be at the stripe? Dead even. Give it to Ryan Truex. Truex is your winner over Tandy.
All right, we're back. Lights are out. We're going to have a 10-lap shootout here.
And Hollywood's already gone. He hasn't even waited. He's just leaving it there.
I don't blame him, man.
In fact, that leaves the Jenkins is fighting it out for second. I didn't know if it was going to happen, but here we go. Jenkins v. Jenkins. One's in the chase. The other one is just there for fun.
The red car is in the playoffs, and the blue car is not.
I don't think they're going to be nice about it. They're going to... Whoa, never mind. Rob Jenkins went way wide there. Loses the position to David Bigger.
Yeah.
All of a sudden.
And they both are...
Inside,
him, Bigger, Holyfield.
Oh, no. Oh, that was so close for a moment there. 8 laps to go.
And
And
we're 3 wide right behind him. Byron Rodney, who is that? Robert Dudley, and it was Ron Holyfield.
Rob Jenkins is going to try and get his position back. He's going to be fighting real hard against David Bigger. David Bigger's going to be under attack every single lap. Jenkins has been up near the front 3, and oh, they made contact. That was wild.
Ooh, and the 57 up into the wall. He's going to hang on to it. Going to lose a ton of spots.
Interesting. You got Holyfield fighting it out with Robert Dudley at the moment. For 5th and 6th, I believe. Yeah, no, 4th and 5th. Holyfield and Dudley are just 1 or 2 cars away from a top 3 finish here.
He started 8th, so that's pretty good. He's got himself going in the right direction. And Hollingsworth is out to 1.3 seconds away.
He's just got the thing dialed in, he's gone. There's no one else to race him now. He's doing his own thing. Gone way down below that yellow line around the entire corner. Look at that. It was just constantly down there.
Who's that?
David Bigger was constantly below that yellow line during turn 3. I think his car might be damaged. He's just trying to keep it alive now as he's going to get passed by...
Whitaker.
Yeah.
Four laps to go.
I think a caution pops up now. That's it.
Yep, that'll end it. If you're the leader, you want it. If you're not the leader, you do not want that caution. Ron Holyfield trying to go on the outside of Dudley. See if the outside's any good for him. Yeah, that worked really well for Holyfield so far. Dudley fighting back. He's just giving a good fight for it. And then you got Byron Rodney a little bit further back with racing with the 48. The 48 still being shown 1 lap down.
Well, Holyfield now is in 4th place. He got past Dudley, but I'm really curious if he can get further.
Yeah,
He's going to try and catch up to Rob Jenkins, but I think it's going to work. I think we're going to have 2 laps left.
Yeah, it's going to be a day late and $1 short there, man.
That's a shame for Ron Holyfield. He had a really good run today.
Hollingsworth out by 1.9. Mark Jenkins second. Watching this fight back here. Byron Rodney's got nobody there with him. Bigger's separated by a lap car. And Hollingsworth's going to take the win for playoff race number 2. Congratulations, man, to Jeff Hollingsworth with 77 laps led.
Once he got there, he wasn't letting go.
No, he's really showed some good driving there, man.
Burn what's left of those tires up.
Yeah, burn them up, dude.
Because there's not much room on this track.
All right, we will get some interviews going in a minute. Let's just take a quick look at the summary. Wow, we only had 8 lead changes, 200 laps, and 3 cautions, man. These guys did a great job here tonight. And the temperature on the track stayed at 68 degrees for that final little run. Not a bad run, dude. Pretty good race by these guys here tonight.
Absolutely, yeah. That was really clean.
And for a track this, this size, it's kind of a Bristol almost. Not really a Martinsville, but a Dover, a Bristol. Sometimes you can see some pretty bad wrecks. These guys did a really good job hanging on to all that stuff. But let's see, we will try, who's third place? Rob Jenkins, is he still in here or did he disconnect?
Yep, he's up here. I can grab him for you. There we go.
All right, Rob Jenkins, you got the SR booth, you got a copy.
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, man, you had a good run out there tonight. Car looked really strong in the beginning, man. You kind of took off and really put a big gap in there. Did the track change or something change on you for that second half of the run? Because it just didn't seem like you had the same car.
Yeah, I don't know if the track rubbered up or what, or Jeff just found speed. He's a great racer, man, and just gapped me.
Yeah, I tell you what, man, the guys did a great race here tonight, man. Sorry about that. 200 laps, only 3 cautions. Some real good racing in there. I was really surprised because Phoenix ISM can be a tricky track, man. What'd you feel out there in the car for you?
Yeah, I was just trying to keep it on the bottom, use that apron, rotate the car. I got into a couple guys in this race and want to apologize to them. I got the 57 right there at the end, and I got Michael Atkins Jr. earlier, and just hard racing. I certainly didn't mean to do anything, so hopefully they understand that. And congratulations to Mark and Jeff. Looks like they're going to battle it out here, along with some other guys for the championship.
Yeah, going to be a pretty good one. If you don't mind me asking, why didn't you make the playoffs? Did you not have enough races in?
Yeah, no, I came to the league a little bit late, I think. I probably missed like 5 or 6 races, I believe. So, but it's been fun. Jeff's super fast, man. A lot of these guys are, and they're making me faster, I feel like. So,
yeah.
It's been fun.
That's one thing, man. When you get around, like you guys have been up front a lot. You guys have been racing each other a lot, and it just seems like every week you guys keep stepping it up. And it's good, man, because it forces you to kind of find a little more. And one thing we do notice with Jeff, though, he seems to be pretty good and pretty consistent on long runs, And I know that's something I always struggle with when I'm out on the track, man. I usually have a real good short run car, and I'll kind of use my stuff up too soon. So, but I'll tell you what, dude, you had a great run in the beginning. You came out here lightning fast, got a bunch of laps led, took off, and still managed to get back into a third place finish. So not really too bad, dude.
Yeah, we'll take it. I'd be lying if I wasn't disappointed, but hey, just keep practicing, I guess.
Yeah. Well, next week is Kansas, I believe. How you feel about going to something a little bit bigger, a little bit more wider?
We'll see, man. Mark and I were talking earlier today, and I really wasn't expecting to have any speed here. So hopefully it's the same way at Kansas. I can get up on the wheel a little bit and run it, race with these guys. So awesome. We'll see.
All right, man. So listen, before we let you get out of here, anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to my mother, Judy Jenkins. She's probably watching. You know, pretty cool when you're a 46-year-old man and your mother's still supporting you the way she does. She's a very cool lady, man. She really is. I love you, Mom. Thanks.
Yeah, she's one of our biggest fans out here, man. We appreciate her always coming out, man. See her quite a bit too, so that's really cool. My mom, forget about it. She still can't even set the VCR, dude. So you got a good mom there.
I can promise y'all nobody's going to give me a harder time for letting that one get away than my mother. Trust me.
That's awesome. Good deal, Judy. All right, man. Well, listen, I know it ain't the win, man. And like you said, you are disappointed for a third place finish. But I'll tell you what, man. You had a good run here tonight, man. Definitely showed that you had a good car out there and definitely can handle it. So we'll see what you got at Kansas and see if you can back up something up there, dude.
Yeah, man. We'll see. I appreciate y'all and look forward to watching the broadcast.
All right, man. This broadcast is going to be a little bit rough. You got Wingnut, who's just recovered from the grave. And, dude, I am beat down from the sun and allergies, man. So we probably don't sound the most alive people, but we tried to do our best.
Because of the zombies, yeah. It's a zombie.
No, I feel y'all. I feel y'all for sure. Mark and I put in a hard day's work, you know, messing with some concrete and some footings today. So we're kind of whipped too.
Yeah.
But,
all right, buddy. Go get yourself some rest there, man. Congratulations on third place here tonight. Great run for you. We'll see you at Kansas, buddy.
thank you, guys. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
That was Rob Jenkins, third place. I'll grab Mark.
All
He's
right.
mine.
All right.
Yeah, Mark Jenkins, that's our booth. You get a copy?
Hey, I got you.
Hey, man, good to see you up here.
Thank you, man. Dude, what are we gonna do about Jeff here? I mean, he's ridiculous, isn't he?
Yeah, oh yeah, he's consistently fast. That's always a nuisance. Well, hey, tell us about your race, man. Looks like you had a really rough start. It's kind of like yin and yang with your brother. He had a really good start, and you had a bit of a rough one, eh?
Yeah, it took me a while to kind of get in the groove, and honestly, I really just couldn't get in the groove. Jeff's just he's just so fast and just got you second guessing everything you're doing because you just look at him, he's steady pulling away.
Oh yeah. Well, hey, you're fighting out in the chase at the moment. This point's going to help. How you feeling? Think you got a chance with the shootout, or are you kind of worried about Jeff at the moment?
No, I gotta be honest, I'm a little concerned about Jeff, though, but you never know. We had that draw for the last race in Atlanta. That's a good track for me, so I guess there's hope.
Well, hey, after that rough start, did you have a plan to kind of claw it back, or was it just trying to find pace and pray?
Yeah, well, man, I missed the start, and I was gritted, and I wanted to make a last second brake bias adjustment, and I did, and I guess I did it too late, and I missed the start, and so that sent me back a little bit, and yeah, it was hard to get up there in the top 5, but when I finally did, it was hard to keep up with Jeff. So.
Oh, fair enough. Hey, well, at the last minute of the race, in the 11th hour, taking the position from your brother, how was that last restart for you?
Oh, it was good. Rob was fast all night, and I think he just kind of wore his stuff out a little early in that run. I was able to get by him.
Fair enough. No revenge going to happen in the background, you think?
Oh, I hope not. that always gets ugly.
Well, hey, you had a good race here, man. As you said, had a bit of a rough start, but you managed to claw it back to the end and get yourself a second place finish. Got any shout-outs for us, brother, before we get your head out?
Oh, gotta give a shout out to the mom. Always watching every week. What's up, Mom? And want to thank my wife for letting me do this on Friday night. It's kind of a tough night to race. That can interfere with some social events, but she's always good support about it. I want to thank her. And thank y'all.
Hey, I just got to say one thing, man, and I ain't going to get sappy here or anything, but, dude, I'll tell you what, to have your mom watching and racing with your brother, man, you definitely are blessed. I wish my brother, me and my brother, we aren't really close for different reasons, but I wish he was more alive. He could get out here and do this kind of stuff and have the kind of relationship sound like y'all got, man. Cherish it, buddy.
Oh, appreciate that, Paul.
You're
that,
lying,
man.
Paul. We just want someone that you're faster than.
Nah, but it's true though, man. You know, you don't realize it till you see it from other people, man. And me and my brother were close growing up, but unfortunately, drugs and different things kind of got in the way. And to see you out here with your brother, and then seeing your mom out here cheering you guys on, and she's one of our biggest fans out here, man. I'm telling you, dude, it's definitely something, man. And sometimes you take those little things for granted. So I just want to give you a quick little reminder.
Oh no, man. Right on, Paul. Appreciate that, buddy.
All right, buddy. Congratulations. We'll see you next week at, I believe it's Kansas.
Yeah, man. Let's get it on. Kansas. I like it.
All right. Sorry, Wingy, man. I didn't mean to hijack you, bro.
That's all good, mate. I was done there anyway. Well, go celebrate, man. You had a good race.
All right, guys. Appreciate what y'all do.
All
Y'all
right.
have a good night.
You too, man. Yeah, I didn't mean to
And
get
that
all
was
sappy.
Mark Jenkins.
I didn't mean to get all sappy there, but
Bloody sappy boy. You gotta get those tears out of your eyes. Yeah.
it's
Man.
some of those things, dude. You know what I mean? I really do. I really wish my brother, my brother always sees my setup and everything, and he's like, oh, man, you're so lucky to do all that. And I try to get him started and get him hooked up, but it's just don't happen. So, it's a shame.
Do you want someone slower than you so you can beat him? Well, let's get Jeff Hollingsworth down here, shall
Yeah,
we?
where's he at, man?
Right here. There he is.
All right, Jeff.
Hey.
Jeff Hollingsworth, the man of the hour, dude. First of all, congratulations on the win. You're a playoff driver. You got 77 laps led, and man, I'll tell you what, dude, great running tonight.
Why, thank you. It was a lot of fun. One of my favorite tracks. Welcome back, Wing Nut.
I'm not backstall zombie. Wait a bit.
But yeah, thanks for saying good run. I mean, it really was. But it's just one of my favorite tracks. I have a certain line I run here. I have marks I hit, and even if I'm getting whooped in the beginning, I can usually, if we have a long green run, can usually wheel it in there. So a lot of fun racing with them Jenkins boys and my teammates. Everybody did well. We only had a couple cautions. My favorite kind of race. Good night.
Yeah, we seen look like a little bit of trouble for you early on. Weren't really sure, but dude, I'll tell you what, come back here to get 77 laps led. You did run a really good line there too, man. It's definitely going to put you right for next week.
Yeah, it was the beginning. Ron had to check up. I think Atkins Jr. slid out to the wall like lap 1 or 2, and I was right on Ron Holyfield's bumper. So when he checked up, I just drilled him, and it gave me some front end damage. Then when we had the first caution, I got that fixed. I'm like, I'll be all right. I'll run through. And then after that restart, after that caution, I got some damage too. So after we got all those green flags in and the green flag pit stops, I had a spotter tonight. My buddy Troy Campbell. I've been racing with him since 2005. He's a longtime friend of mine. He was in there spotting for me, and I said, man, I'm just gonna use the reset. I think I'll be clean from here on out. And man, that's what did it. And I was able to run some really fast laps with a clean car. So
yeah, me and Wingnut made a comment, man, after that, because we saw your car was damaged in the front, Holyfield's was damaged in the rear. And before you made the pass on him, I mean, like you were right up there in the bumper, and it just looked like a puzzle the way it kind of fit together. We made a little comment about that, but I'll tell you what, man, you guys did a great job tonight, man. 200 laps, only 3 cautions, man. Some crazy racing out there too. It really looked good, man. Way to put it on for everybody out there and sponsors and people watching tonight.
Yeah, low budget TV. Got to thank those guys. Thank you guys. And a lot of fun, a lot of green flag laps, green flag pit stops. The guys in the default channel, everybody, we just had a good night, man. It was a lot of fun. I want to throw a shout out to, first off, my wife. I've never mentioned her on there, but shout out to Kimmy, my wife. My daughter, my son-in-law are home. I'm going to shout out to Katie and Zachary. And shout out to my son who's not here, Nick. Or Kyle, he likes to be called Kyle. And then my teammates, you guys, Paskies, Low Budget TV, and anybody else that thinks they need a handshake.
Awesome, man. Well, congratulations, dude, man. 77 laps led, take home the win, and going to be looking good next week at Kansas, man. We'll be here to see it, and we wish you the best, bud.
Appreciate you. Thank you, man. Looking forward to it.
All right, go celebrate.
Yes, sir. Take care.
All right, I want to get one more person out here real quick. If he's still here, I think he might.
Who are you looking for?
I was looking for Byron Rodney, but I think he might have left.
Fortunately, yes, I do
All
not
right,
see.
so let me grab Kevin real quick. Hey, Kevin, you got the SR booth. You got a copy? I think I might have waited a little bit too long. I wanted to find out. I guess we can bring it to you later on, so that's all right. I'll put him back down over there so he don't come in halfway through. All right, well, that was a pretty good race, man. I'll tell you what, I thought it was a really good run by these guys. Put on a really good show. We appreciate.
We went as energized as normal. It was still a good race from these guys for sure. It's definitely still going to be worth like watching for sure.
I just hope, man, I'll tell you what, dude. I never had allergies before, man. I moved down to South. They're kicking my butt, man.
I mean, as someone who talks for a living, losing my voice was a very weird situation. I'm like, what do I do?
I know. All right, let's run over the race results here tonight. First of all, let's pull up the summary. We had 8 lead changes. We had 200 laps, only 3 cautions, man. These guys put on a great show here tonight. This was playoff race number 2. We will be going to playoff race number 3 in Kansas. I wanted to get Byron or get Kevin up here to give us a quick rundown of the format, but I guess we'll grab them next week and have them come on out. I'll tell one of the guys before the race is over to get out here and run it by us. But definitely going to be interesting in the points. I couldn't get to the points in time this week to bring you the points. For some reason, I can't find them, and I asked these guys to try to get it to me. We just could never connect. So I'll definitely be on to get the points for next week's race so we can see how close it is when we come in. All right, dude, let's run over the results. Let's pack it up and get out of here, man.
I'll get it started for you.
All right.
Jeff Hollingsworth coming home with the win here tonight. Mark Jenkins coming home in 2nd place, and then Rob Jenkins in 3rd. Then we got Ron Holyfield just missing out in the top 3 in 4th position. Robert Dudley 5th. Byron Rodney in 6th. David Bigger in 7th. Mike Whitaker in 8th. Kevin Paswich in 9th. And the last car in the lead lap, Charlie Woods in 10th.
And then you have Michael Atkins Jr. finishing 11th. Joe Morganti will finish 12th. Chad Witt will finish 13th. 14th is going to be Bob Lacavara. James McDavid 15th, Willie Glenn 16th, Hoot Baker 17th, Tyler Lugo Vickery 18th, Johnny Antonucci 19th, and that's going to round it out. And you see the CC next to the guys' names. Those are the guys that are in the playoffs. Description is there in the chat. Next week is Kansas. Don't forget to tune in on Monday night. We'll be back here in the trucks for playoff race number 2. Same time, 9:15. Tyler, Judy, we appreciate you guys tuning in. Good to see you guys out here again and talk with you. And we'll see you on Sunday night and Monday night. Till then, everybody stay safe. Wingy, thanks for coming out, bro. I know you ain't feeling so hot either. Hopefully by Monday night we'll be back on the ball.
Yeah. Pleasure, guys.
All right. Have a good night, everybody.
Peace.